Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with your hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 115. What do you have on the menu, coach, today? I'm talking about the player we don't talk a lot. First, we're going to talk about Michael PEZZETTA. Then, we're going to talk about my Wildcat goaltender. And finally, at the end, some news about Joshua Roy. So don't go nowhere. But before we start, you know the drill. Please click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and finally, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this episode number 115. By the way, this is the last episode of the year number 2 of the channel Hockey Nation Live Show. We're going to move on to the year number 3 when I'm going to do my next video of the Habs Daily News. So let's dive in talking about the first subject of the day. So today, guys, because it's the Labor Day weekend, I said, why not to give them some players where they work hard to make the NHL, because this is the Labor Day Monday. So let's talk first of all about Michael PEZZETTA. A lot of people always thought he would never make the NHL. Finally, he did it. By the way, by his work ethic. PEZZETTA is a great player for the Montreal Canadiens. He did last season. Whatsoever, Montreal did not play well. PEZZETTA performed overall good with the Montreal Canadiens. He got, first of all, a one-year contract, one way. This is really rare when you think about a player like him, the situation with all the salary cap. So PEZZETTA, whatsoever, he got a one-year contract. He mentioned during an interview, he's not taking it like a guarantee to make the team, so he needs to work hard to make the team for the upcoming season. That's what he's doing right now during the off-season. He's on ice, off ice in Ontario, and he believes he will give everything during the training camp to have a spot with the Montreal Canadiens. We know what kind of player he is. He plays physical. He have a great forechecker. Martin we like the way he played last season under his win. And then finally, during his season with the Montreal Canadiens, he got in 51 game, 5 goals and 6 assists for 11 points. It's not bad for a player play about 10 minutes per game average, and of course play on the 4 lines. So he's really limited about opportunity on the offensive side, but we have to give credit. He took every advantage he got from the Montreal Canadiens to make this a little bit more successful for him, and that's what the reason he got a one-way contract. So congratulations for Michael PEZZETTA. Now, we know the Montreal Canadiens have a lot of winger for the upcoming year, and it would be interesting what they're going to take as a decision if PEZZETTA is going to be a part of the roster at the upcoming season 2022-2023. A lot of fans for the Montreal Canadiens like his style, the way he plays physical, and the way he forechecker on the offensive zone. So let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. I want to talk about my Wildcat goalie for the Montreal Canadiens. Everybody talk about Samuel Montembeault. Kaden Primo is really where everybody thinking is going to be the next goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens, maybe as a backup. But not many people talk about other goalies in the organization for the Montreal Canadiens. For the last couple of years, Montreal Canadiens select big goaltender. Like I'm talking about a 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". And then one goaltender coming from Denmark. His name, guys, is Frédéric Dichon. And he have the last 5-6 years, guys, he really struggled because he played for about 6 teams in the last 4 years. He really find a way to pick it up everything he can everywhere he goes. And he's a player been the rights from the Sudbury Wolves and the OHL. Never make it because of COVID. Can't sell the season for the OHL. Then he have to return and play for Denmark. But he still grow on the ladder. What are you talking about? But from Denmark, he went after that on the Olympic, represent Denmark. Then he played professionally. Finally, this season is in Frölunda, one of the best teams in the SHL for the upcoming year. So during the interview he got from an article on the website, head coach and the goalie coach for Frölunda are really impressed by the talent he has to show as a goaltender. They said this kid work hard every single day, He have a lot of skill, a lot of talent. The only thing is he have a lot of work to do anyway to reach the NHL. They believe it could be on one way where he would be excellent goaltender in NHL, or he will never make it. That's how it is right now, play on the edge. He's still only 22 years old, so he still have a time to grow. The key for me for the upcoming year, I'm going to follow really close the situation with this show, because I think Montreal Canadiens don't have a lot of goaltender are really ready for the NHL in the next 2-3 years. Other effect is only Primo. Could happening to this show would be interesting what he's going to do with the team from London over there. He's just signed a contract. He's still until 2025, the Montreal Canadiens can sign him. So we have to follow up with this situation for sure. But this is my wildcard, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens, for the goaltender, Frédéric Tichot. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. My next subject, guys, is a player draft by the Montreal Canadiens, 150 overall pick, 5th round, a couple of years ago. I'm talking about Joshua Roy. Roy had an amazing, great year last season with the Sherbrooke Phoenix, with Xavier Parent, where he was the captain for the Sherbrooke. He left now because he's aged out. Roy is going to be really the best player for this organization for the upcoming season. Roy just finished a great tournament with the Team Canada when they won the gold medal. It will be interesting. I'm sure Roy will be a part of the team for the upcoming World Junior Championship 2023 in December. But today I want to talk about Roy because we heard possible the team Sherbrooke Phoenix announced in the next couple of days Joshua Roy, the next captain for the team. Roy, 19 years old, looking now to develop is the under way of the ice. What are you talking about? I think for me, he really an offensive player. But to make the NHL, he understood now he need to develop as a two-way players and to take care more of the defensive zone coverage and the face-off, everything like this, if he plays center or winger. And for me, it will be interesting what Roy is going to do. I predict he will not going to reach the same kind of offensive productivity he did last season. But I believe he's going to get or become a better hockey player overall with his development for the upcoming season under the head coach for Sherbrooke Phoenix, Stéphane Julien. It's something we have to follow up for the next season. Let's move on for the last subject of the day. And the last subject of the day, guys, I want to talk about SMILANIC. SMILANIC, it was a trade for the Florida Panthers to the Montreal Canadiens, and in return, they got Ben Chariot. We know with SMILANIC, they got a first-round pick from the Montreal Canadiens. And because it's the Labor Day weekend, I said, why not talk about more prospect a little bit inside the organization of Montreal Canadiens. SMILANIC have a very difficult year last season, guys, in NCAA. For the last 2 years, he played with Quinnipiac and NCAA. He have a not great productivity on offensive last season compared to year number 1 of Otsile. And he believed maybe it was the time to go to another direction and left the school. So what he decided to do, he decided to go with the Wisconsin Badger. We know the head coach over there is Granado. Granado been there for many years. He's been the head coach of the Cole Caulfield. SMILANIC is really excited to be a part of this upcoming season with the Badger. And we know the brother of Cole Caulfield, Brock Caulfield, played over there for 1 more year with the team because he got a permission to play 5 years in NCAA because of the COVID situation. So they gave any player to add 1 more year with the NCAA. Caulfield, the brother of Cole, is going to play with again with the Badger, and the fact like SMILANIC is going to be one of his teammates. We'll be interested what SMILANIC is going to be under Granado for the upcoming season. Like I mentioned, excited. He wants to get that kind of opportunity he got under Granado to develop his confidence and be back like what he was supposed to be, what his full expectation to be better a hockey player and possible to play in NHL at some point. Another one to follow up, guys, during the season. And I'm telling you, I'm going to give you every week all the information about Sven Prospect inside the organization of Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. This complete, guys, all the subject we have for the episode today. Here we go. That's it, my friend. First of all, I want to wish you an amazing Monday, Labor Day, everybody. Enjoy if you are in Canada, USA. For me, you know, I'm already in Thailand, so I'm already Monday night. When you're going to watching this video, and I can wait to see you. We are going to be back live streaming Monday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time will be the last show of the year, number 2. And I invite you, please join us September 6th, Tuesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. We're going to do, you guys, the launching day number 1 of the year, number 3. I'm going to present to you everything what's going to happening for the upcoming year. I can wait. So excited for year number 3 to be part of the Hockey Nation Live show for one more time. Until, my friend, the next video, I invite you, don't forget, please, to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live show, and finally, sharing this video, and leave me a comments about the episode number 115. And, of course, you know, you, yes, you, have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody.